Hi legends, after testing and playing Diablo Immortal's new update, I'm gonna be honest, this is a great update, and I don't say this very often, but all these features that I'm gonna show you right now, they are actually putting the game into the right direction. And I'm also gonna debunk a few myths that they are building up on the community. For example, people are saying that now you don't need potency and resistance. This is absolutely nonsense, okay? So I'm gonna do a full deep dive on the PvP CC immunity, and I'm gonna show you everything that you need to know about this update, because there are a few things here that they are actually quite incredible. But before we go into that, do me that small favor, drop that like and the subscribe button, because it tells me and my wife that you guys are enjoying the content and you want to see more. So let's start first here with the mirror jewels. That's right, we saw on the Reddit there was like this rumor that probably on September 10th there was gonna be a mirror jewels, and well, there it is. So if you guys put the 10 legendary crests that you're probably gonna own, you can use the purples, you can use the orange. Try to use like the purples usually, or the ones that you have like you know, the pity, so you are like, or at least closer to the pity. You also want to go here on the banner, and you most likely want to select the Blood-Soaked Jade and the Mother's Lament, because these are just the best gems on this current banner. Hopefully I'm gonna be lucky, and if you guys want to be one of the lucky viewers to come by my live stream and stream live for, you know, hundreds of viewers, well, come join the live Discord, and I'm gonna join on the voice chat. You guys gonna stream your game, and then everyone's gonna be able to watch, see you getting those 5 stars. That's gonna be very exciting. It's always a good stream, so come by. The next change that we have, it is gonna be the cross market change. This change, man, I know that this took a while, but I'm gonna be honest, I am very surprised that not only they did cross region, but they also did cross world. Like, I mean, whenever you go here to the market NPC and you're hitting this market right now, this is going for all around the world, which this is causing that the prices are going ridiculously low. And this is something that I warned my legends, especially, that this was gonna happen, because whenever you guys actually have like higher supply and less demand for people to buy, because even if there is like more whales consuming the market, the reality is like most of the players that play Diablo Immortal are free to play or low spenders. So it's not like they are buying like 100 gems like every single day, right? So because of this, we saw some very wild prices for the Blood-Soaked Jade at 16,000 plat, a Bottle Hope, and also like if I go here inside my game, most likely there is like also here, look at it, this Running Consequence at 27,000. Maybe these are also people trying to lower the prices. And if you want to lower the prices, I'm all for it, okay? Because, you know, as a free-to-play player, it's hard. It is really, really hard to actually get some extra plat. So if things are cheaper, maybe it's going to be more accessible for us to actually buy something out of the market. And, well, let's see how the next days will gonna go. Overall, I feel like this a better change. And you also have now the bulk buy that you can go here and put to the price limit. You can put how many you want to purchase, and you can buy a bunch of them. It is still, but many whales were asking for this. Now it's here inside the game. Also, another change that it came to the game is that now if you guys log in on your alt, and if your alt it is not at Inferno 1 or above, you can actually not sell your normal gems. So in general, I'm, you know, an advocate to play without alts, even though I'm a free-to-play player. I just think like that playstyle, I rather play on my main, and once I'm done with the game. I think it's just more healthy, and from the experience that I had from people that played with me, it avoids burnout, and you can play the game like in a more healthy way. But I know that a lot of you guys are like obsessed of having alts, and you guys want to have your power progression. Just don't delude yourself that you ever gonna catch up like with a whale, because that's just not gonna happen, okay? So normal gems, now if you guys want to sell them, you actually need to boost your alts up to Inferno 1. Now the other change that is also super important, and this is in my opinion the one that I spent the most time. I did like about like 2 hours of PvP, not only in Tower War but also in the Battlegrounds, in Legend rank, and I'm gonna be honest, it is great. It is actually great, because the way it works is this. First, you're gonna still get, you know, the first 100%. Like if you get a freeze, or if you get a knock-up, or all these things, the first one that you get, it is still gonna be 100% of the duration. And that's why you still gonna need to get some very good resistance, because the resistance, what it does, and maybe some people they don't know or understand, is that whenever you're playing against players, you can actually reduce the durations up to 35%. And this is great because, like, if they put you, you know, a CC of 3 seconds, instead of being 3 seconds, it's gonna be 2 seconds. And now, on top of that, if you get another CC within the next 6 seconds, it actually is going to be less 30% effectiveness, which means that a CC that was 3 seconds, if you get the resistance, is going to be 2 seconds, and if you have these other 30 seconds, it's going to take like these 30 seconds out of the 2 seconds. So it's going to be almost like half of the time, and I feel like it is just like so much more comfortable to play. But whenever you are in CC, you're going to be able to see that a bar is gonna start building up below your health bar. So you're gonna see this bar like always going up and down, like especially whenever you are taking hard CC. And another thing that happens is if you are in hard CC, which is crowd control, for 3 seconds, so this bar will build it up, and then you're gonna get a 2.5 CC immunity buff, which pretty much it is this buff that you're gonna see. You're gonna be like in this blue glow around your character, and you're just gonna be unstoppable. So it is actually super good. I got here some footage that I'm gonna show you in action. I am testing the Druid, and I'm gonna be honest, man, Druid, it is freaking great. So this is me playing with the new werewolf build. And as you guys can see, because I'm in the middle of the people, my bard is already at like 1/4, and now I get caught by this hard CC from the mage, but I still didn't fulfill the everything. But now, please check it out right here, because my bard, it is about to actually get it at 100%. So I got it, and now I turn into blue. Okay, so at this stage, once the bard is fulfilled, now I become blue. And like this, I am like literally immune to crowd control, and I can just attack it. So some people are saying, and I also said that one of the concerns is that maybe it's gonna be harder to actually control the whales. But the reality is also is gonna affect you, and I feel like it just made like my whole PvP experience way better overall. And I think that if you guys actually gonna go inside the battlegrounds and do some PvP, you guys gonna feel the difference. It is very substantial. It's not like, oh, now you're always immune to crowd control, now you're never slow, now you're never, no, that's not how it works. And that's why I was saying that, of course, like potency and resistance are not dead, okay? They are not dead. You still should go and build your character with some nice resistance, some nice armor. Try to have like some nice stats, because it's gonna make you more powerful, and above all, it's gonna avoid you being in the CC. The potency does the opposite, you know? So the potency, it is the thing that is gonna allow you to actually increase the harmful effects, the crowd control, but also the dots, okay? The damage over times, this is also influenced. The debuffs that you're gonna apply on the target, it is not only for crowd control, okay? So I just want to make that thing like very plain, because I don't want to see you guys getting misinformation and then just start building up your character in the wrong way. Another good change that there was is that now we actually have here the before and after of the UI change. It's a very minor change, but basically the combat rating that was once on top, like, and it was just like creating like this space that nobody cares, now they actually put it here at the top, which I feel like this is, as a designer, hey, thumbs up, UI designer. Like, if it was that girl that I met, well, this is a great change. Obviously, you know, you're used to have this, so it's gonna take like a visually, the visual memory is usually very strong, so it's gonna be like kind of weird at the start, but in like 1 or 2 days you're gonna get used to it. So now the combat rating, it is here on the top, but this is not like really the big change that I want to speak. Is that now we actually have the double set items, so we'll always have triple sockets. So this is something that I missed when it comes like to the China patch notes, but it says here that newly obtained sets with 2 or more attributes and with 2 or more magical properties will always have the largest number of sockets in the gear. So I actually can confirm this, and I was farming today, and I have here, like, for example, an example of these boots that it dropped today, like and they have like double stats with double stats, so they are like the exceptional. So even these ones now, they actually gonna have the triple stats, which is pretty good. This is a change that a lot of people have been asking for, because the best gear in Diablo Immortal for PvP, it is something like, for example, having the fortitude and willpower, and then double substats, for example, movement speed, skill cooldown reduction, damage loss of control, damage to players, and all these things. So very good change. This is gonna obviously optimize your farming. The other change that people were telling me is like, Indez, now you made that video about spamming and getting like 25 legendaries per hour, but they actually nerf it. Like now it doesn't work. I tried it today. I swear, man, I tried so many times. So sometimes I don't know why I still believe YouTube comments, because Daddy Indez went there and I spammed like I don't know, 8 or 10 portals, and boom, it happened again. I tried it again and boom. So for 3 times it happened. So I said, okay, this is working as it's supposed to. So you can still spam Lamine Yamal. You know, you go L2 boss, it is still working, works great, and you can have all the new answers that you want. Now for other changes inside the game, now we have a new resource. Well, just another one, that's what we need. So if you go here into the blacksmith, smithing materials, you're gonna see that now we have a new menu. And this is called the Ancient Scraps. So basically, when you're gonna salvage your ancient gear, it actually is gonna give you here another resource. And basically, what I think is that this is gonna upgrade the resources. But you know what? I'm just gonna do a test, because here it says that this is gonna be, it's gonna use an Infernal 8, and that this scrap of armor was stripped from the corpse of the ancient warrior. So basically, whenever I'm gonna get one, I suppose that it's gonna convert like this Infernal 7 to Infernal 8. So let's just try it. So yes, confirm. Oh, what happened? Oh my god, it did the reverse. What? Okay, and what if I use here? So if I use this, what is gonna give me? Okay, so I use this, and oh, so if I use this, it's giving me ancient artifacts. Oh, I see what they mean. So now I'm gonna have some ancient artifacts that is gonna be here on my gear. So you can turn these ancient artifacts that you usually use to go and craft your ancient helmet, and you can translate and you can convert these into ancient scraps, and then you most likely can use them here for the enchant feature of your helmet, right? So now if we go here, you can actually use 8 of these ancient scraps to get 1 free roll of the enchant. Well, for me, this is absolutely useless at this stage, because I got like a 1 million plat, but I believe that they are making this new feature because in the future, we probably gonna have way more ancient artifacts coming into the game. So right now we have the helmet. Probably they're gonna have the shoulders, the chest, and the pants, and the weapons, and all these things. And maybe it's gonna be slightly more interesting. I hope that whenever they actually come with more ancient gear, that is gonna be, you know, a bit more farmable. That we can have like maybe a special dungeon without cap. Okay, no cap. So we can actually just spend a lot more time, you know, enjoying the game and searching for these ancient gears, because Diablo Immortal is that all it is about. So right now, I feel like this feature just scammed me over like 1 ancient artifact. Basically, this is going to be a feature for the future, and I think that's pretty much all it is right now. Now, when it comes to other 2 things on the game that are still worth to look for, is going to be the Phantom Market and the Fractured Plains, which they are going to be here on the events tab. So if you go into the Wicked Hunt, please do not forget to actually go here on the Fractured Plains and do it. This is going to do this in the next week. But basically, Blizzard, can we make this mission not 24 levels but just 21? Because you're gonna do the normal mode, which is 9 floors, and then you're gonna do 12, which is pretty much the hell mode. And I don't want to do 3 more floors just so I can do this mission. This, please, Blizzard, if you're hearing this, change this. And the other thing, it is this one. 200 elites. This is a lot. This is just a lot. Usually, I never do this one. I just enter, I do the 3 extra floors. Probably people also do the 3x floors, and then we are done. Because it is fine to do it twice. It is boring to do more than that for people that don't wanna, and just wanna do here the missions. The other thing, it is gonna be here, the Phantom Gallery. Yes, this is the last thing to put on my video, because as a free-to-play, I'm not really that interested. But if you are a spender, well, pretty much if you do like 10 drawers, you can actually get these builders, big beacon. So if you don't know, oh, what is this, it's pretty much something that's gonna save you time whenever you're gonna go into the Elder Rifts. It's gonna spawn a few bosses right at the entrance, and like that you don't need to go and do the whole shenanigans to fill up the bar. You just kill a few bosses and you get your chest instantly. Now there's also here a big chest that you can get. If you read here, it contains a random 4 to 5-star legendary gems with the chances of 20% for the 5 stars and 80% for the 4 stars. So basically, even by paying, you're still gonna be lucky for you to actually get that 5 out of 5. So all these instances that we have, it is all the 5 stars in the game, including the most recent ones, which is the blood flow. Usually this is not something that I look forward, but if you guys are interested, go for it. And basically this is the sum up. As I said, like, this is actually a very good patch that, you know, is taking the game into the right direction, especially in the PvP part. That's was the one I spend the most time playing. I can see them also implementing some systems inside the game, thinking about the future, which makes me believe that maybe in the next major patch that we're gonna have in September 25, we're gonna have maybe new ancient gear coming to the game. Just, I don't know, it's just speculation. I have no information, but yes, very exciting. I'm gonna keep playing the druid. I'm having a blast. I'm gonna try to make like new builds and new guys for it. And with this, thank you for watching. If you're still here, drop that cheese in the comments so I know you guys are legends. Keep carrying this channel. So thank you for watching, and I got you guys on the next one. Peace.